So today, the story for all ages is somewhat unusual, and I'm going to try and tell it sort of just without a full script. So people of the Unitarian Universalist religious education community, some of our greatest heroes, and you can tell your friends that at church, your minister told a story about someone that they think you should imitate who went to jail this month, all right? How many people in this congregation you can admit or not, have gone to jail in their lives? All right. For various reasons, I'm sure, yes. Well, I mean, that our criminal justice system at work, Bruce has gone many, many, many times. And this week, I and Bruce and Mary Castiglia and Dolores and David and Jordan, didn't I say that? I said Dolores. I gave her credit. Dolores has been in jail too. David, her husband, wants me to let you know that Dolores has been. Actually, Dolores and Bruce have been in jail together. So, welcome to church. And this week, a bunch of us went to Santa Rosa to the courthouse because one of our members, our newer members, Wayne Shun, was put in jail for work that he does that comes out of his values. So Wayne is someone who is raised Buddhist and has now found a home among this Unitarian Universalist community where we have such a wide range of beliefs, but we work together in the service of a life of love and meaning. And Wayne's work, his life work, although he's a lawyer, is animal activism because he believes in nonviolence and he believes in compassion, and it really upsets him the way animals are treated, often in farms where they're prepared to be served at our tables. He's a vegan. He doesn't eat animals or animal products. That's also part of his expression of his faith tradition. And Wayne's perspective, and that of those who've joined him in the movement, is that they raise awareness about when there are violations in a factory farm, and if inspectors don't come or things don't change, they believe in the right to rescue, which is to say, they organize to break into these farms or factories and rescue the animals who seem sick or ailing or in trouble, which is against the law. Because you can't break into someone else's property and you can't steal things that are theirs. But he believes there's this moral calling to rescue those animals that's more important than the laws against trespassing and stealing. And he hopes maybe even to enshrine in the law the right to rescue, which is why he's willing to go to jail. But all of this is not entirely why I want to tell his story today, though that would be worthy of it. It's that part of what was introduced into evidence on his behalf in the trial was a letter from one of the largest meat manufacturing companies in America, from one of the members of the family that owns it, Rick Pittman. And the letter, Dolores, you saw it, Bruce, you saw it, almost brings you to tears. It is so beautiful. So I want to read just a little bit of it. My name is Rick Pittman, and I'm the owner of Pittman Family Farms, a business that began in 1954. Today, we are about 2,500 employees, and we operate in California and Utah. I met Wayne in 2018, and I'm expurgating, or was that right? Is that the right word? I'm editing greatly so that we can get through this. In 2018, under what might be considered unusual circumstances, which you can probably imagine. Wayne was demonstrating outside the gate with about 50 people to let us know they were concerned about the welfare of our birds. Before I met Wayne, he'd actually entered our chicken farms in California and our turkey farm in Utah without permission. Wayne had been charged with stealing some of our turkeys from the farms in Utah. The turkey was in bad shape. Sometimes turkeys will bully each other in the pecking order until one of the turkeys is killed by their brothers or sisters, and Wayne found a turkey who'd been bullied so badly, so he removed the turkey and he put a video online. Wayne was just trying to save the turkey's life. Well, We in the past had never responded to Wayne because we were scared, and I think that's the reason most animal farmers don't respond to Wayne, because of fear. We're scared of engaging with Wayne, that it will lead to worse outcomes than ignoring him, but the opposite has been true. He has transformed the ways we think about animal welfare and the way we interact with activists. I can honestly say I'm grateful for Wayne. I did what I always do in the moments I found him outside the gates that first day. I tried to start a conversation. We went out and we talked for an hour. I learned where he was coming from and what concerns he has. I also found out that in all the years that Wayne has advocated for animal welfare, I'm the only person who has come out and actually talked to him. And we continue talking since, because we need to resolve our differences. If we don't have dialogue, we'll all lose. The farmers, the activists, the animals. We've learned a lot from each other by agreeing to talk instead of fight over the years. We at Pittman have made a lot of improvements to animal welfare in our farms. And every year around Thanksgiving, we freeze some turkeys and hand them over to Wayne and his organization as a gesture of goodwill between us as the farmers and the activists who care for the animals' welfare. The turkeys are put on animal sanctuaries and reserves across the western United States. We both believe it is only through conversations and a willingness to compromise that we can resolve our differences and do what's best for each other and the animals. We need less prosecution and more conversation, because if we fight, we lose. He's the best activist I've ever worked with. Wayne is a good person. Stories we need to hear.